There you are, old friend. I have another story I was hoping to share with you.
Why can't I just eat my waffle?
Well, don't worry. It's not a foreign policy question. It's about government programs.
Government programs? I can tell you about government programs. From the time they get up in the morning and flush the toilet, the American people are taxed. Then they go and get their cup of coffee and they're taxed. And this goes on all day long. Get a car, it's taxed. Go drive to the market, they're taxed. Tax.
Don't mind him. I think he's just feeling the pinch California is in right now because of government programs.
Thanks, Ron, but I gotta tell you, I don't need another story. Okay, it's not really all that hard. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress.
Well, let's talk about that progress.
I knew I wasn't going to get out of this.
Relax. You like stories, especially this one, because it's about you. I call it The Forgotten Man.
Now, Joe the Squirrel, let's not be greedy. There's plenty to go around. Ouch! Oh, an acorn. You've got to love them. Remember, from a tiny acorn, mighty government power grows.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
I know why you selected that flavor, George. It's 'cause the chocolate is black, isn't it?
Well, I just prefer vanilla.
It is time for racial discrimination to be over in America and all across the world, because I scream, you scream, and we all scream for ice cream.
Nancy, I have this wonderful idea of how we can make George W.'s life better, and we can keep the parks clean. It's another government benefit program to cover 4 years of college tuition for George, and he has to complete only 1 year of community service. Do you think we can get support from Congress?
Do I? Hey, Harry, I need the Senate to approve a new bill today, even if I have to call the vote at 3 a.m. Read it? You've never read them before. Why start now? What? Why are you talking to me like the CIA does? Stonewalls and lies. Look, just tell the party we don't need the votes of the Republicans. The news media has a slobbering love affair with the president, so we can create a diversion on the side and pass this through the House and Senate.
All in favor? Aye.
Great. Ciao.
Wow, that was easier than getting the Nobel Peace Prize. You know my philosophy. Whatever's good at 2 billion has got to be 3 times as good at 6 billion.
It is.
More money for George to go to college, and the park stays clean. But in all of this, there's one person who's not consulted. In my view, he's the most important person of all. The small business owner. The loyal taxpayer who does all the right things. We'll call him Richard. Oh geez, I'm trying to get some sympathy for the hardworking taxpayer, and the best we've got is Nixon. Heck, could you at least shave?
Get off my case, bonzo. You think I like it? Historians say I would have beat Kennedy and been president in 1960 if it weren't for this damn 5 o'clock shadow.
Richard has always done the right thing. He worked hard, paid his taxes, and saved for his beautiful daughter Julie to go to college.
Oh, golly. How about some ice cream? That would be just yummy.
Get the chocolate.
Things are already tough for the small businessman these days. All sorts of rules, laws, and mandates. Man, that's bigger than his enemies list.
I heard that.
I can see Russia from here. Oh, wait. That's just a cloud.
Someday that girl's gonna be the first woman ever to run for president.
You pig!
It wasn't me.
I ran for president!
See, what did I tell you about taxes? Tax and tax and tax and tax. This goes on all day long. Tax and tax and tax and tax. We will have to make a song.
Meanwhile, Richard, if he'd been able to keep his money, would have experienced zero overhead in helping his daughter go to college because there's no bureaucracy to support. But, sadly...
Hey, Tricky Dick, needing to get a paycheck. Maybe I can get an advance on my hour for next week?
Sorry, kid. I'm going to have to let you go. I can't afford to keep you on board.
It will take Richard's federal taxes and likely several others to pay each of those kids to go to college, even though Richard is already sending one, his, to school.
And rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?
Yeah, all these kids get lots of free money for what amounts to a day in the park. But what about Richard? He's been forgotten. There are millions of forgotten men and women, Men and women who do the right things, work hard, save and scrimp to make the world a better place. But sometimes it's just not enough with big government programs.
Sorry, but just think of the good you've done helping out George.
I'm sorry, Dick, but there's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee too, that says, fool me once, shame on you, fool me, you can't get fooled again. See you later, my amigo.
A wise president once said, "I pledge to you a government that will not only work well, but wisely, its ability to act tempered by prudence, and its willingness to do good balanced by the knowledge that government is never more dangerous than when our desire to have it help us blinds us to its great power to harm us."
You said that.
That's right.
Wow, man. You must have gone to Harvard.
Me? No, I couldn't afford it. I went to Eureka College.